The liner Orford docks at Southampton at the end of her voyage from Australia, and among her passengers are 9 members of the test team, consisting of Woodfull, Bradman, Ponsford, Grimmett, Wall, Darling, Ebeling, Fleetwood Smith and O'Reilly. Woodfull, the captain, looks fit despite the rough passage across the bay. Bradman, a little thinner than when last here, is also glad to be in the old country again.
Before we left Australia in 1934, I was examined, of course, by the board doctor, and I was passed by him as fit to go on the tour. But I was not well. I couldn't tell you what was the matter with me. I just felt off colour. I used to get very bad headaches, and I felt there was some doubt as to whether I was well enough to go on the tour. And therefore, at my own expense, I went to the leading physician in Adelaide and asked him to give me a thorough examination to see if he could find anything wrong. He didn't find anything, but he did say that I was very run down and he thought that I was badly in need of a rest. And he said that although he would agree that I could go on the tour, he didn't wish me to play in any matches at all before we got to England.
Bradman's health seemed to improve for a time, and he found his form in the 4th test, where he scored a triple century, again at Leeds, and with Bill Ponsford put on 388 in a record 4th wicket partnership. In the 5th test, Bradman made 244 and Ponsford 266. Their partnership of 451 was the highest ever made in Test cricket. Although it has been equal since, it's never been bettered.
To the Oval come all those thousands who intend to see the destination of the Ashes decided in the 5th and final match, the timeless test. Ponsford, the hero of many a match, reaches his 5th test century. Not long afterwards, the crowd is cheering Bradman for his 100. A quick single is nearly too quick for Ponsford. Don has now overhauled his partner and gets his 200. Then Ponsford. Still together, they set up the world's record partnership for any wicket, beating Hobbs and Rhodes' stand of 323 at Melbourne in 1912.
I think by the end of the tour, we had, to a very large extent, got over the unpleasantness that had happened in Australia in 32-3, and we were a very united and very happy side, and of course we played quite well.
Mrs. Bradman, followed by Don, leaves her hotel en route to catch the boat train at Victoria on their way back to Australia. It will be remembered that Mrs. Bradman rushed to England when her husband's health gave cause for anxiety after his operation for appendicitis. Now he is fit and cheery once more, but inclined to be reticent when questioned as to how soon he expects to be playing cricket again.
I was in such a run-down condition at that stage that the doctors refused to give me all clear to go to South Africa in 1935-6, so I missed an international tour which didn't take place for nearly 12 months afterwards.